Hello there, gamers everywhere! I'm Swipper92 and it's Swordsman VR yet again. I'm here and I'm gonna talk about a little about, we're gonna look into the game, the approaches to combat and some of the weak spots for Swordsman VR again. I'm going through the weak spots for the ordinary enemies, the 4 different factions quickly, and then we're gonna go into approaches to combat in the game as like a tutorial of how to best to approach the enemy. Now, of course, I am somewhat familiar with Swordsman and I have a lot of experience with the game, so it takes a while to learn the game. Of course, this is also with armor physics on. I do have passive AI so that I can actually show you more, well, more effectively without having to actually dodge attacks as well. So let's get this over. We'll start off with the Knight faction. I have a shield. Oh well. Let's see. You can see armor, hands, exposed shoulder. No, not shoulder, sorry, elbow. Elbow exposed, leg exposed. Well, if I could actually hit that there and there. Some knights have exposed faces, but not all of them. And even if you hit armor, like I've said in previous video, they do take some blunt damage, but of course hitting the weak spots is the best way. Now again, shield bearer, the elbow are exposed, gloved or protected hands, and not a protected face. And the legs are exposed here as well. He's protected in the face, but you can slid your sword through this little eye slit. It's real difficult, I would say don't go for that, but the elbows and legs are exposed. Vikings are pretty easy, they are not protected at all, except for head and stomach there. That stomach plate protects the stomach, but you can still one-hit enemies not just in the face but also in the heart. Now, hitting the heart is about just as easy as it sounds, especially considering their stances. Legs are exposed very much, including lower part. You can hit them through the eye sockets and below the nose protection, but unless they're standing still like that, it can be quite tricky. You can also hit them in the elbow there, even though they're wielding shields, because as you power through their block, you actually hit their elbows. And as you can see, the hands are also exposed. Except for Vikings and pirates, I would say that the Mongols are the least protective ones. They are exposed at leg. The hands are also unprotected. Wow, he died from that. Okay, on to the next one, I guess. Hands unprotected. And the elbow as usual. They're also unprotected there, behind the shoulder pad. You can also stick them through the eye sockets, but which is not the general way you want to go with, as it is not easy to hit, even though they're standing still. The feet are also unprotected, but do you really want to go for the feet? I don't know, it doesn't do much damage. And it's just easier to actually hit them on the elbow, which does a lot more damage. Of course, the blunt damage applies here as well. You can also hit them between this if you aim carefully, but generally not worth the try. So go for the elbow. The elbow is the most exposed. It's always exposed on all enemy types, really, so I should just say that. the samurai faction is the one who has the most protection except for the knight faction. So these will be somewhat more difficult. They are protected on the hands there, but you can still hit the fingers. So you can damage them there, but it's not much. Legs are exposed above the knee, and the elbow is also exposed. You can hit them in the eye through here, but yeah, good luck with that one. Exposed face, as you can see, and of course elbow behind here, and the hands somewhat there at the fingers, but not here. That's armor. No protection on the head stab. It's the best way to get rid of those guys. Now, for this combat look, or ways to approach combat, I'll be using different types of weapon combos. We'll be starting with the shield and sword. I'm using the royal sword and the Viking shield. Now, of course, you can shield bash if it doesn't dodge. Oh, that did quite some damage, but these are pirates, so go for the head stabs. Oh, and beware of the dodges, because yes, they have some good awareness of where your sword is, actually. So they will try to dodge. Now, let's see. Deflect, and then slice. Deflect with one, the offhand, and then slice with my main hand. And I can slice him pretty much anywhere because he's a Viking. I struck down the sword and then I sliced him on the arm. That's one way to go. Oh, and this will be interesting. These are shield bearers, of course, so... Shield fight! Shield fight! Shield! Shield! Shield rush! Oh, not a good strategy. Who would have thought? Okay, let's go. Now, for shield bearers, you will want to just bashing like this can actually push through their shield block and actually strike them on the elbow, because it is a little bit vulnerable. But even though you can't see it, with the shield I can also do this, which is quite effective. Except if they're wearing a face mask. Approach carefully, because that is key. Don't rush in. If your hit doesn't land, if you're hitting and it doesn't land, back away. Don't rush in and do this, because that will leave you vulnerable, very vulnerable. So let's see. Oh, he actually lifted up my shield and then then kicked me. Because he kicked me earlier, but it didn't seem to do anything. There he sliced me, because he sliced from below and then he hit me. So that is good to know as well, because it matters where they swing their sword from. So if they swing from below, you need to protect from below. Don't just stand like this. It does protect against a kick. Let's take a look at, let's say, dual wielding. Come on. Yeah, take care not to tangle yourself in. Let's see. Check this. My guard here does make me like get stuck in myself there. There we go. Deflect down, strike vulnerable part. And kicks can be blocked with swords as well. You can slice the foot, but you need to like have the sword in the right position or be very quick. Now for this guy, I want to stab him in the face. It's very unprotected, but he does have his shield, so I can I maybe remove the shield? Oh crap, he kicked me. Remove the shield? I can, but it's not easy to do both without opening myself up to his sword. So generally remove the shield that way and then go in for a slice on the elbow. There we go. Elbow strike. That's the way to go with armor physics. Whoa. Can also deflect upwards like that and then slice. I think I've also noticed that before, earlier in the game, before some updates, it was a lot. Enemies did more damage, so they have lowered the damage already done from enemies, so I don't... If you're complaining about the damage now, ooh, you should have seen it earlier. You should have seen this game earlier. Okay. The samurai is arguably the worst enemy in terms of... because he's very protected and he's fast. Go for the leg. Hit him. Go for the leg. Hit him. Now I'm damaged, so I should really back off. Two-handed weapons. Moving both my hands are the way to go. Now, I'm not very experienced with two-handed weapons, I'll say that right away. But they have reach, so slice the vulnerable parts as you can, and then back off. Now, this is a Viking, so he's quite vulnerable basically everywhere, so not much of an issue. Oh, there's a bit of a bug there. Oh, a fellow two-handed weapon guy. Elbow. Elbow. Leg. Ah, try to hit his hands. Should have done that. Ah, I hit the other elbow. Okay, why not? Yeah, as you have reach, step forward a little bit and then slice. Oh, you can also launch. Launch. Jump forward. But that wasn't the easiest thing to do, I've noticed. Oh. As for defense with this, yeah. I really need to move my hands to protect my whole body. Yeah. That just happened. So yeah, fight one enemy at a time, don't move. Sidestep, make one enemy become land behind the other one, because otherwise you will have to fight two at the same time, which isn't preferable. Excellent. Oh. There we go. Excellent. Let's see. Shielded enemies. Go low. No, he stepped back. Nice one. There. Pirate. Stab in the head. Arm slice. Going low. Missed. Ah, nice stab there. I might have overstepped a little bit when I did that step, but I did land a strike. Sometimes it's nice to actually... well, take a guess. There we go. I haven't checked much one-handed fights, so let's get to that. Now, I don't have anything in my offhand to deflect with, so that could be an issue. Of course, this is difficulty 10, which makes the enemies more difficult than when you start the game in the first place. So, yeah. Quick cuts at the hand and elbow. There we go. And notice how I step forward, slice, and then back off. Yeah. As I said, you can also lunge forward. Yeah. Step forward, slice, back off. It's... you could argue it's a cowardly tactic, but... hell, it works. Well, stats that you upgrade in the hub area also matters for a certain amount of degree, because you get more health. 200 is in my max health, and I can increase that with Solace, the boss sword, but generally 200 is your max health. And you can also increase your strength to make it easier to swing certain swords and also deal more damage. There's also crit chance and a few other things to keep in mind. So do take care of that. Yes, that has been my Swordsman video for today. Whew. I hope this has been of some help to you, and I gotta say, Swordsman VR is quite a lot of fun. Come on. Damn it. Oh. Missed. I've been Swippin82. Have a great life, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye bye. You kicked me. I kick you back. I die. Damn it. Bye bye.